Shalawam, Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And Shalawam to let out there doing this work of faith and labor of love, true sincerity. I want to do a quick lesson entitled, What is the Dividing Line? All right. So this is 2 Ezra 6:6. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Right, so, this is pretty much for everything that's going on right now. The thing that's just happened out in Dallas, all our recent, encounters, and dealing in videos dealing with, James White and this whole, the dividing line, Alpha and Omega Ministries, this World War III, that's kicking off, and it looks like what they're setting off, they're trying to set off martial law or some other big event, which I believe is going to happen even after this Dallas situation that just took place. Things are kicking into full gear, man. We are definitely entering the times of Jacob's trouble, man. This thing is escalating to the point now where you don't know if we're exactly going to get snatched up or not today, man. This thing could kick off at any moment. But guess what? Even if it happens, okay, we know that we're closer to our salvation. So for brothers to possibly get snatched up or whatever the case may be, however the chips may fall, I just look forward to this place going down, man. This is the dividing line. This is what men out there that, whether an Israelite or whether a heathen, just can't get, that the prophets, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, that they get. And they relay that unto us, and we get it through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, that this is the dividing line, that Esau is the end of this world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. The Lord clearly put a distinction since the birth of Jacob and Esau. And if you want to take it further, going back to the point with Cain and Abel, okay? The Lord set a dividing line there since before time began, that these things would take place, that these things would happen, that there will always be this separation. That is the dividing line, that no man can change whatsoever, what have you. And now you have Snoop Dogg and the game up here, trying to march to the LAPD and all that, like it's going to do something. How do you know that it's truly a dividing line here? Whenever Jake constantly gets shot down in the streets, and it's just Jake against Jake killings, what truly happens? You don't see this big protesting and this big marching, but what that dividing line truly kicks in when Esau does something unto Jake. That should tell you something that's there, man. That dividing line that the Lord has set there, that enmity that the Lord has set there, man. And it, and real quick, this is Obadiah chapter 1, Obadiah verse 12. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have proudly spoken in the day of distress. So this is where you could kind of say, the Most High really put a stamp on that dividing line, man. What in a day when, during these times of 586 BC, when Esau, was tripping us up, giving us over to the Babylonians, so on and so forth, in a day that he became a stranger, man. Okay? That's when that brotherly bond was truly broken between the two nations, man. That's the dividing line. Because as long as this world continues, nothing can be right that is here upon the earth. And in order to truly have peace, and what does Jake want? Jake wants peace. The elect wants peace. We are a peaceful people. But in order for peace to happen, war must take place. War brings peace, man, or war should bring peace. But in this world, with these Rothschilds and these banksters siding both sides of the war, there can truly never be peace. So the Lord has to bring this third world's war and his holy angels, and starting off with YAHAWASHI, to bring death and destruction unto this place and to cleanse this land with thermonuclear destruction for there truly to be peace, man. Okay? This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Okay? That's another dividing line. And as I said, when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourning. Jake have been in mourning, okay, ever since these heathen, we've been taken out of power, going back to the days of King Solomon after that, and all of these different nations taking us into these different captivities, okay? The Lord gave Jake a little space to reign during the dark ages, but even then everything still wasn't right, because you had Jake's being Moors, Jake's into the Christianity doctrine, Jake's into this, Jake's into that, But our people have been mourning for the longest. But the Lord has to come back and thoroughly set his righteous people in order so that this earth can truly be truly be paradise as it was intended to be in the beginning, man. Okay? And you devils, you Edomites are not going to go unpunished, man. They thinking that their houses shall continue forever, but this is the end. No matter what you try to do, no matter what you try to say. Okay? And you heathens have no part in our salvation, man. You have no part in that, man. Okay? All of you heathen are going into captivity, going into slavery for a period of 1,000 years and being under the rule of YAHAWASHI and the Israelites, man. That is the dividing line, man. Okay? So, real quick, because these Edomites, they have to be punished, man. And the Lord, everything that these Edomites, these devils have done, these people out here, they expect as though things are you just forgive the so-called white man and just move on, keep pushing. Things are how things are, and that's it. No, man. This is not righteousness, man. We got the scum, the filth of the earth, Esau, the damn devil that the Bible speaks of, ruling, man. Faggots running all over the place. The food is all fucked up. The air we breathe is all fucked up, man. This shit has to go. This shit has to end. And these devils have to pay for all the crimes which they've committed, man. Okay? This is Amos chapter 1, verse 11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. Okay? He kept his wrath forever. And that anger, that wrath from our forefather Jacob getting the blessing, okay, and having and getting the birthright. Ever since then, and Esau seeking after it, weeping with tears, he kept his wrath forever since that day, man, until now. And we clearly see it, man. That is the dividing line, okay? And as long as this place is going, that dividing line is going to continue, man, until the Lord destroy this place, man. Okay, so Esau has to go. This last precept I want to get, Ezekiel 35 and 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. Okay? In a time when our iniquity had an end. And they helped to what? To forward our afflictions, man. Okay? They're continue to keeping us down and out in this state so we can't get on our vibration in which we're supposed to and truly be on one accord with YAHAWASHI, man, okay? Going into what? Psalms 119 and 95, the wicked have waited for me to destroy me. Doing everything within that power to keep us so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans down, man. You know? But these things that's going on now, you know, with the Dallas shooting and all of this different stuff, all this false flags and all this, the prophets rejoice in this, man. You're going to have the 2/3 and all these other simple peon people. They're going to be going nuts about this thing. But we know what the dividing line is, and we know that there's nothing nobody can do, man, except for YAHAWASHI to come back and wreck shop on this place, man. Okay? So for all these people out there, these false camps, these false teachers, don't want to go out here and truly preach prophecy, teach prophecy, speak on the prophecies of the Lord, man. The Lord gonna have his way with you, man. Okay? James White, resistance is futile, man. No matter what anybody tries to do, the truth of YAHAWASHI will stand. And that's the dividing line. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man, which is soon to come. YAHAWASHI willing, we be a part of the elect, you know. So with that, I hope this quick segment was edifying. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalawam to the elect out there doing this work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. Shalawam, death to America.